little tattletales. Yo, come in, sit down, and shut the door. It looks like we got a scandal on our hands. Listen, Kim Kardashian is being dragged for destroying the Marilyn dress. We have video on that, but y'all, there's a greater thing being discussed. People are now saying that Kim and the Kardashians are having paid trolls on Twitter trying to convince us that one, the Marilyn dress doesn't matter, and two, nobody knew who Marilyn was or that dress, and Kim put the dress of Marilyn on the map. Now, I know what y'all saying. Why would anybody be that stupid? Because you don't understand what the Kardashians do. The Kardashians sell their value. They sell to corporations. And what is their value? We can give you exposure. I have 400, however many 100 million followers on Instagram. When we talk, people listen. We have a show. We can give you exposure. The only reasons that Ripley's would let Kim wear that dress as if they thought that business-wise, because Ripley's is a corporation, if they thought business-wise, they could get so much more money out of it from the exposure, people being interested. Now that people are dragging the dress, and we know that the Ripley's people had to be some old white men in a room that are 80 years old that don't know what's up, right? By Kim being dragged by that dress on social media, not only does it look bad for Ripley's, but it looks bad for anybody that will pay the Kardashians for exposure. So their social media looks at what people are saying online. And that's why they have to change the narrative about Kim made that dress famous. Didn't nobody care about that dress before Kim? To which I will say, y'all, let's get into this mess. But before we do that, because I got the receipts and I'm going to break it down. And then at the end, let me know, do you think I'm reaching or do you think there's actually something to this? All right, before we do that, hit the like button, subscribe, notifications, baby. It's YouTube. You know how it works. And you know your girl wants to get to 1 million. And I'm going to keep wishing and hoping and begging until we get there. Also, you guys, if you are reality TV aficionados, I am jumping back in the game. Saturday, Love and Marriage Huntsville after the show. Sunday, Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I just did Real Housewives of Dubai and Beverly Hills. That's up on my channel. All right, I'll get to the receipts. And y'all know I prepared a PowerPoint presentation. Okay, so here is the dress that Kim wore. Like I said, I did want to point out something very interesting. A lot of people say, oh my God, Marilyn was a size 14, but I actually looked into it and she was a size 14 European, which I believe is a size 6 or 8 in America. Still, very, very small woman, but it wasn't an Old Navy American size 14. I thought that was something interesting you guys might want to know. Now listen, here's the most egregious thing we saw. Look at this strap. This strap is torn beyond belief. Listen, this looks like something you tried on in Zara dressing room and it was 2 sizes too small and you didn't care. And then when you were leaving the dressing room, they were like, is there anything I could put back? And you were like, no, I'm going to take this so you could put it back on the rack yourself. And they wouldn't know you destroyed it. The back of the dress is completely torn and ruined. Now, why is this so important for those of y'all being like, oh my God, it's just a dress? Listen, a historical item is a historical item. JFK will be forever canonized in our American history. Love it or hate it. It is American history and culture. Kim Kardashian wore this. Why? Because it was iconic. Marilyn is iconic. She sang Happy Birthday, Mr. President. It was an affair. She met a tragic end. A lot of people said the FBI might have been involved. I'm not getting into conspiracy theories, but listen, I just want to say this, and this comes into cultural sensitivity. Whether it's for Black culture, Asian culture, Latino culture, white culture, American culture, Asian culture, Eastern European culture, you personally don't have to recognize the significance of an item in order to realize that people love it and respect it, and it means something to people outside of you, and so you should respect it just because that. I don't understand this mentality, but again, we're going to get into the receipts because I think this mentality is something that was made by the PR campaign, Kim Kardashian's camp, if the rumors can be believed. Now look at this right here. Again, crystals are popped off. They can't get those crystals back because they fell on the carpet somewhere. They don't know. Sleeves torn. Why can't it be repaired? Because the company that actually made this dress, went out of business, I think 50 years ago. It was some type of rare imported silk, very, very rare. There's no way to repair the dress. Now, somebody said, oh my God, I think you're confusing damaged with ruined. Baby, I'm not. You're confusing ruined with destroyed. Is the dress completely destroyed? Absolutely not. Is the dress ruined? Yes. It is torn. Crystals are missing. It is torn at the seams. It is torn at the strap. There is no way to replace it. Let me ask you this. If that was your wedding dress that somebody gave you, would you think the wedding dress was ruined, or would you think it was destroyed? Baby, don't question me when it comes to words. I have full, even though I like to stumble over my words, I have full grasp of my native language. Again, Kim knew what she was doing. We see it stretching her sides. We see it stretching everywhere. Now, there were a lot of people that said, yo, if Ripley's let her wear it, then that's on Ripley's, not Kim. And I disagree. You guys, when are we going to start holding? Here's an actual video footage, but let me talk over this, right? When are we going to start holding people accountable that have money? Money is power. Wealth is power. No one, not a politician or a wealthy person, should be allowed to wield power unmitigated. Here's that footage of them zipping her into that dress. And look at this, wearing gloves to protect a priceless artifact, but stretching up on. Look at Pete's face when Kim says, oh, it'll probably fit once they get it over the bum. Look at Pete's face. He's like, I don't know about that. But getting back into what I was saying, people with money, I don't understand how someone can make the mental jump. And just follow me, because I know it's not the same thing, but just follow me. If someone with money and power can literally assault somebody's body and make somebody do things to their own body that makes them feel sad and ashamed, and we can accept that, which I agree, right? And we can accept that being rich and powerful can lead to assault, harassment, and all this stuff. And then why can't we believe that somebody with money could make a museum that needs that, well, not even a museum, a corporation that needs that money? They can't wield their influence. Influence is influence. You're blaming a company that's trying to survive on saying yes to a billionaire that has prestige and influence. And if you say no to them, they can send their followers after you and be like, I hate Ripley's. It's so over. It's so old. Y'all stop acting like the Kardashians are just like some regular starlet that hasn't made it walking down the carpet, and start acting what they were. A huge mega conglomerate media company with billions of dollars at their disposal. Okay, now let's get into why people are saying that the Kardashians actually put this in, right? Xtana put, nobody knew this dress was even relevant until Kim K wore it, and all of a sudden it's a precious piece of history, right? So now the Kim K trolls are trying to make us believe, right? And this is all alleged, that Kim made Marilyn relevant. Kim wouldn't even have touched that dress if it wasn't an iconic dress. And Kim is not a fashion historian, and she doesn't strike me as a very intellectually curious person. So don't stop acting like you searched through the halls of fashion chronicles and found a dress from the 18th century that people didn't know that the Mari Hart. Like, stop it. You did it because Marilyn is on and popping, and Marilyn is a U.S. cultural icon, maybe even worldwide, and that dress is what put her on the map. So then Dee Maria said, do you honestly think Kim would have worn it if nobody knew about it? So then I said, let's see if there's anything to these conspiracy theories. Because Xtana, it's a weird take. You're literally trying to say that Kim made Marilyn famous, right? And then we get into Xtana. She has 16 following, 4 followers, and she joined in April 2021. I mean, it's sounding like a troll farm, but let's get more into it, right? We also had, who else came? Jin Pink said, the real question is, do you or anyone crying right now knew about the existence of this dress if Kim hadn't worn it? Again, this is very savvy. If this is, like alleged, the Kardashians doing this, because Ripley's is probably thinking, was it worth letting her pay it? And they're trying through social media. And again, if you don't think that like social media moves thoughts and observations, right? They're trying to make it seem like even though she damaged the dress and even though there's all this blowback, that's a good thing for Ripley's because no one knew about the dress before Kim wore it, right? Again, it's stupid, it's dumb, but it's whatever. So somebody said it's a $4.8 million dress. Literally anybody who knows who Marilyn is knows about the dress. Again, Kim wouldn't have worn it. However, I went to Jin Pink. Yeah, she has 240 followers and 248 followers, but as you guys know, those type of even analytics often signal that they are paid trolls. When I go through her timeline, she had nothing but paid endorsements, right? A lot of Kardashian hype and some Blackpink hype, and that's it. No personal thoughts about anything. I said, okay, her account seems like a troll too, right? Then there was this person that said the real question is, would they be mad if they hadn't seen others be mad about it? Again, trying to change the media narrative. For those of you guys that think, oh, that's not changing anything, people can think with their own mind. That's not true. Please stop underestimating the powers of social media. That's why influencers get paid so much money. That's why people are bought off all the time, because these whispers actually do. So we went into this, right? Bernie was a compromised candidate. 115 following, 26 followers. Now, when you go into the followers, all the followers look like troll camps. When you go into his timeline, even though he said Bernie was a compromised candidate, there's nothing political on his timeline. All retweets about Kardashians and other various paid shows. Again, I don't know, you guys. What do you think? Now, there's a few other people. Ash said, to be honest, yes, I know who Marilyn is, but I never heard about the dress until the Met, with a happy face. You know who Marilyn Monroe is, and you don't even know who her most iconic dress in? Ash put nobody compares to me, 94 following, 195 followers, and most of the followers are bot accounts. Now, you guys, go into the comments on Twitter and look at yourself. There are hundreds and thousands of comments with this weird take that Kim Kardashian made Marilyn Monroe poppin'. And I don't care who you are and how old you are. Everybody knows who Marilyn Monroe is. Everybody knows who's that iconic dress is. And if it wasn't iconic and well-known, Kim, because she's not intellectually curious, in my opinion, wouldn't even have picked that dress. Again, to me, I think there's something to this internet conspiracy that the Kardashians are taking their trolls out in mass, doing weird takes on, you're just mad because nobody even knew. You're just mad because other people are mad. Who knew who that dress was? To be honest, I don't even know who Marilyn Monroe is. And it's not just a few people, it's hundreds of people, and they're all attacking the threads, and they all say basically the same thing, that Kim wearing that iconic museum piece dress, to flexing her influence and power, to basically intimidate a company to let her wear it so she could have a moment, right? Literally destroying something that has cultural significance in America. I don't care if you've never been in the museum, it has cultural significance, okay? We're not gonna have this debate. And then all these people in the comments giving weird takes on Kim making Marilyn relevant. You guys, I think we have the answer to our theory here, but let me know what you think in the comments, all right, my little tattletales, and I will talk to you later. Bye.